James, Percy, Nia, and Gordon, Rebecca, and Emily, and Thomas #1. Anyway, hello guys, this is John here. I know what you're thinking, why are you uploading on this channel now? Well, you see, my school email that I'm used to make the previous channel, John the TV Show Fan 1001, has expired, and yeah, I had to make a new Gmail account, and now my YouTube channel name is called John the TV Show Fan 1001 Productions. And I don't want to keep you guys in the dark anymore because I can't access the old channel anymore, so now I have to make a new channel and use this from now on. So anyways, this is a new reboot for John's TWR Customs. And the first episode we're going to do is the Season 22 Steam Team. Yeah, I'm just going to redo the whole series actually and just sort of go out of order in a way. But you know what? I think this is better this way. So, on to the video. We have the characters. We have Thomas, Gordon, James, Percy, Emily, Nia, and Rebecca. And we're going to start off with the #1 engine himself, Thomas. And we show you up close. Here's what I did to make him. I recently changed his face a few minutes ago. This is the 2013 Wooden Railway CGI face. I painted his running board white on both ends. Added his headlamp on this one. This is a 2013 Battle Parade Wooden Railway Thomas. I added details to him like his CGI camera currently has like those handrails right there. I sort of added a step to the front of the tanks. Painted some front windows and some rear windows on. Added his whistles with gold. Painted his ortho cast, you can see in there. Yeah, you can. I painted his front coupling, his brake pipe there, silver ring on the wheels, and those little silver bits in between the wheels, black behind the splasher there and the front of the tank, the black doorway, the step ladder. At the back you can see I added the red lining and the tail lamp. Yeah, and he still works just fine. Yep. I'll put him back in the shed here. And next we're going to move on to the current senior member of the Steam Team, because this is the new Steam Team. Yeah, it's Gordon the Big Blue Express engine. We'll start with the engine. See, this is a motorized wooden railway Gordon, so I detailed details like his buffers and coupling hook are black, although there's a little scratch there. Might fix that up later. I painted his steam pipes blue, add 2 lamps with Mall Magic. There's a hair on him. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, the lamps with Mall Magic, white running board, some windows. The whistles and safety valves are gold. Yellow along the sides of those cab windows. Dang it. Yeah, silver ring on the wheels, black on the top of the chassis because this is a blue motor underneath. Reds on the lining of the cylinders. Some silver ring. Add some cab handrails. There's a double lamp head coat because, that's how he is in the CGI era from season 23 onwards. Add some cab interior detail. It's still there, yeah. With a lot of the levers, gauges, and windows. And the firebox, too. That's what I did with the front of him. Now for the tender. It's a standard 2013 tender, but it's got the lipped wheels. Here's what I did. I painted the lining better on the front of the tender there. It's like from season 6 to the Great Discovery. Red buffer beam there. Some handrails on the tender sides. Red lining at the back with the tail lamp. Buffer beam, buffers, dummy coupling, and brake pipe. And this black bit here where the water gets hooked up. Some red on the wheels and some black on the axle boxes. And that's all I pretty much did to Gordon, the Big Blue Express engine, as we all know and love. I'm putting him back in the shed here. Next up is the splendid red engine, James. Let's look at James now. Okay, here's what I did. Well, of course I still have the same tender coupling. It's a free-link chain with some screws connected to it. I removed the magnets on the back of the engine and the front of the tender, so that way his tender will not get detached. Well, it can be detached if I unscrew it, though. Here's what I did to I painted his running board white, as well as his lamp up there, and those little things extended from the smoke box, I painted the top of those red. Gave him a 2013 Woodride James face. It's a little messed up. I had to repaint it a few times. Yeah. I also painted his front cab windows with yellow and black. A safety valve like he had in the first 5 seasons in Thomas Magic Railroad. The whistle here. Going to the wheels, I add his brass handrails to the cab and tender. Yellow outline for that little arch inside his cab. And like with the character, what was his name? Oh yeah, like with Gordon, I add some cab interior detail with the levers, gauges, and whatnot. The firebox. I painted the buffers at the back red because he doesn't need buffers in the back of the engine. And the front of the tender black. I painted some backlining on his tender and added the water filler cap there because, I thought I'd add more detail. I also added his brake pipe, buffers, and coupling hook. Yeah, he still works, and I should have mentioned this before, Gordon still works as well. He looks very good. Yeah. Now for the number 6 engine of the Steam team, but he's not the youngest. He acts as the junior member though, but he's not the youngest though. Okay, it's Percy. This is a 2002 Woodride motorized Percy. Still works. I changed his face to the 2013 one. I had to repaint it a few times. Painted his lamp and running board white. Add a tail lamp there. Finished the bunker with black. It was originally green, but I liked the black better. I painted his rear windows and some front portholes. I painted his whistle and safety valve gold. And I even added a safety valve to his saddle tank. Added the cab and saddle tank handrails. Add some piston cylinders down there, as well as a step ladder down there. The coupling hooks on both ends are added. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's all I pretty much did to Thomas's best friend, Percy. Also painted the doorway on the cab too, yeah. Forgot to mention that, but that's pretty much all I did. Now for the first female tender engine, or first female engine in the Steam team, Emily. Excuse the noise, but this is a roll and whistle Emily. Here's the front part. Here's what I did as the front. I painted her front of the running board there white, as well add some extra brown to her sides. I painted over those chuck marks. This is a roll and whistle Emily, by the way. It's a little sloppy, but that's okay. Painted the little arch inside the cab black. I didn't have any cab interior detail because there's a speaker back here, but I would try. Oh, sorry about that. Painted her handrails to the back of the firebox and the front of the smoke box, like her season 23 camera has. And if you know, I mentioned in this previous video that she had silver buffers. That's because I watched the episode Chuckle Some Trucks, and apparently that was a goof in the episode. She's supposed to have silver buffers all the time, but for some reason they gave her black buffers in that episode. I also painted her lamp white as well. I added her whistle. Yeah, also the step ladder right there, both ends. The silver ring on the wheels. Now for the tender, also had a little black inside the funnel, look like a hole, and painted around the funnel with black so it looks like a tall funnel. Okay, here's the tender. I've painted over the chalk marks like I did on the engine. Made the step ladder there, the black axle tips, some lining at the back of the tender like your season 23 counterpart, much like with Gordon and James. Some buffers, red buffer beam, and the brake pipe there, as well as I did the front buffer beam there with red. Tail lamp, yeah. Also had a number 12 to our tender, even though she didn't have a number 12 in the actual TV show. Like they clearly mentioned in the video where they showed the Steam team back in 2018. She said she didn't have a number, she didn't bother it. But honestly, I think she looks better with a number, because a lot of people in the Thomas community, when they draw a fan art of her sometimes, they give her a number 12 in her tender. I thought I'd do the same. And that's all I pretty much did to the Sterling Single Emily. And now for the only foreign engine of the Steam team. Basically who didn't come from any part of the UK. Nia from Kenya. Here's what I did to her. This is a Thomas Wood Nia, by the way. I added her dome, her headlamp, with some Pro RBs cut in half. The dome was an orange Pro RB cut in half and painted. And the lamp was a dark yellow Pro RB cut in half and painted with gold and white. Painted the top of her running board with red. Painted the buffers on her front as well, and the coupling hook and the brake pipe. I also had the little indents in her buffer beam. Sorry, I itch on my nose. Anyway, I also had her brake pump with the 2 black Pro beads painted gold stripes on them. I might add the green one day, you never know. I also had her silvering on the wheels, the orange around her bunker. I also had the tail lamp, rear buffer beam, buffers, coupling hook, brake pipe, and even this Kenyan patents too. I had the back windows too, and the black on the bunker. At top, I had the top to those cylinder tanks, you know, that she used to hold the water, extra water. Also add her whistle / safety valve and the windows on both ends. That's how I did to pretty much did to Nia. I also had some Kenyan patents to the front of her one of her side tanks. Yeah. Okay, that's it. And now the last member and the youngest member of the Steam team in this series, in the TV series, Rebecca. Here's what I did to her. I compared to the last time, I updated her buffer beam. I removed the front coupling here because the back coupling here, it was like stretched out too much. I had to remove it. Just pried off the chassis from the tender and the running board, well, the front here too, and swapped the coupling out to the back. And considering that coupling on the tender was loose, I had to remove that, throw it away. Also, I updated some details here, like painted her lamps there at the front of the running board. I also filled in her buffer beam with some cardboard and some hot glue to look like it's a solid buffer beam. I had black buffers in the coupling hook. Also, if you look in here, both sides, you'll notice I added some black to those piston cylinders. It was hard to do, trust me. Painted her outlines of her wheels white and the silver rimming there. Painted her front cab windows, the inside of her funnel black, as well as the whistle and safety valve there. I painted the back of the cab black, front of the tender black, tips, axles black. Also, the door cap is actually supposed to be dark blue, not yellow. Add some backline to her tender with the white, red, and orange. The tail lamp, the buffer beam, the buffers, coupling hook, and even add this chain link so she can couple up to, let's say, any wooden railway train or anything with magnets, like so. See, she's able to couple up to Nia. Maybe not as strong, but that's okay. Yeah. And that's all I pretty much did to Rebecca. Anyway, this is John the TV Show Fan Productions. John the TV Show Fan 1001 Productions, signing off. Hope to see you in the next video. And by the way, Rail Fan number 1, I will get those Sir Topham Hatt 1 lines done soon. Hopefully sometime this week. So, yeah, if you're wondering what happened to the old channel, that's why I'm moving to this new channel now. So, anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to say something nice about the video, give it a comment. Constructive criticism is welcome as long as it doesn't have any insults in it. Also, subscribe if you want more content from me in the future. Anyway, this is John the TV Show Fan 1001 Productions, signing out. Hope to see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.